Hi, my name is Rahul Shah and I'm a teenage coach. And today I'm going to talk about one of the questions which is very often asked to me in my coaching session. And the question is, my parents don't understand me. How do I make my parents understand me? Yeah, that's the question which is very often, and I'm sure that's the question for you as well. So what do we do to make our parents understand? We need to understand the science side of communication. So when we are communicating, as the teenagers often communicate from the emotion side of the brain, and parents understand at the rational side of the brain. And why do the teenagers often communicate from the emotional side of the brain? Because the emotional side of the brain gets developed faster than the rational brain. It takes up to the age of 25 years for the rational brain to fully develop. So whenever we are making a pitch, there is a gap because we want to make our parents understand, but we are not communicating rationally. It's as simple as that. So let's take an example of a sleepover. And if you want to make a pitch for a sleepover, you need to understand the concern, the stress, the tension which the parents would have. So if you're communicating from a rational to rational, this is how the pitch can sound like. Hey, mom, I really want to go for a sleepover, and I understand you must be quite worried about who's part of these sleepovers. And let me tell you, I'm going to Mehta Auntie's daughter, and you know Mehta Auntie very well. In fact, both of them are there. Uncle Auntie both are there. We just going to be 4 girls who's going to be in this in the room, and we'll just have fun. We'll eat, we'll watch a friend's movie, we will stay awake for late night, and maybe talk a lot. And that's all we're going to do in that sleepover. And I'm going to be back at 7:38 in the morning, or maybe 9 o'clock in the morning, and I want to go for this sleepover. So what you're doing is you are preempting what your parents will think rationally, and you're communicating and addressing those concerns up front. Now, I'm not saying that this will help them to completely agree to you, but the point we need to understand, the principle in our communication is, are we communicating at the rational side when we're communicating to the adults, when we're making our pitch, right? Because there is a gap between our emotional communication and the rational communication. That's the key insight which you need to think about. All the best. Thank you.